Hi everyone, today I'm going to talk about how to create an interactive worksheet. A question that I keep getting asked is about how to write on PDFs. And there are tools out there like Kami, for example, that can allow you to do that. But there are solutions that exist within the G Suite toolset, as long as you're willing to spend a little bit of time creating them. So here I am in Jamboard. Now, Jamboard, if you've not come across it before, is basically a piece of interactive whiteboard software. It's a very simplistic version of it, but if you've come across things like Active Inspire or Smart Notebook, you'll get the idea. And here's something I've made earlier. So I've made a maths Jamboard. And what I've done is I've taken some activities from White Rose Maths and I've inserted a screenshot in the background. So this is not something children can grab or accidentally delete, but they can then get a pen and then they can write in the boxes. Okay, so I've got a couple of pages here, and you can take screenshots of the whole page if you want to, and you can actually get them to write on there using the mouse or whatever you're being asked to do. So you can actually put in those questions. Now, this may be a little bit small for some children, but you can always screenshot different bits. And I'm just going to show you how to do this. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to start a new Jamboard. So I'm going to go back to the little Jamboard symbol and click the plus symbol down in the corner here. And now once I go into the Jamboard, I'll be presented with, of course, what you just saw a moment ago, a couple of slides. Now you've got slides along here. You can add more by just clicking and it automatically adds a new one. But what we're going to do, we're going to add a background. That's what I did there. I added a background by setting a background. And you have to have an image. Unfortunately, you can't copy and paste. So if I just go to a White Rose Maths document, this will work for anything that you've got a PDF of, anything you want children to write up, as long as you can take a screenshot of it. So let's just go to here. For example, if I just want one question or a few bits or I want the whole page, I'm going to be using the screenshot tool within Windows. This is a tool that you can access via the snipping tool, and every type of computer has its own way of doing a screenshot. I'm just going to do this one. So I push there, Windows key, Shift and S, and it brings up the snipping tool, and then you just click, hold and drag around the thing that you want. And then let go. And then it makes a noise. And then in the bottom right-hand corner, this pops up, and you've got to click on that. And then there's the picture. And then you can do some edits. You can crop it further and do other things. I'm going to save it, and you do have to save it. Now, where you save it is up to you. I'm just going to save it on my desktop. I'm going to call it page 3. Once you've put these into your Jamboard, you don't need to keep them anymore, but I've saved it now. I'm going to close this down because I don't need it anymore. I can minimize that. And here's my Jamboard. Then I'm going to go to set background. I'm going to choose the image button, and then I'm just going to choose to browse for a file. And then I'm going to click open. And then what happens is it's automatically inserted in the center of that page. So you can see from the example I did earlier, it's a bit bigger, so it's easy to fill in. I'll just show you how to do that once more. So I'm just going to go to page 2. I'm going to bring up what I want to take a picture of. This time I'm going to do the whole page. So I'm just going to do, on a Windows computer, this is Windows key, Shift and S. On other computers, it's slightly different. That's something for you to Google and work out for your own system. So I've selected up the whole thing. This pops up in the corner in a second, and down the bottom, there you go. It's saved to the clipboard. And then I can again make some edits if I want to. I could crop this if I decide, oh, I don't only want these bits. You can crop it on this tool. But I'm just going to save it as it is. I'm going to call this page 4. Hit save. I'm going to close it. And then I'm going to get rid of that. And then I'm going to set my background. Go here. Click on browse. And then I'm going to go find that file, which I've saved on my desktop. And then you've got this background added in as well. And of course, now you've added this in as a background, you can then share a Jamboard via Google Classroom in exactly the same way that you can with a Google Doc or a slide deck or a Google Sheets. You can share it in exactly the same way and give every single child or student a copy of this that they can then fill in. Hopefully that's useful, and I hope you create some interesting interactive worksheets.